Greetings, YouTube. It is quite ironic that my game currently has that bug where you are unable to retrieve in-app purchases because the App Store is temporarily unavailable. I'd never seen this bug until, well, second half of this year, and now I feel like I see it at least once a day when I casually click the unit store. And the purpose of this video was to remind ourselves of what was available not just yesterday, but also a week ago yesterday in the last 2 Mondays of the game. Now, there is mixed messaging when it comes to the gifting event. And I was under the impression, and I was dead wrong, that Kabam wanted to limit the gifting event this year to people who were level 40 and who were conquerors. Turns out that's not entirely true, which caused some anger between some people, and they messaged me, and because they said Kabam was being shady, I thought it was only appropriate that not just because I look like a tool douchebag by wearing sunglasses indoors, but also that since they're shady and Kabam maybe is being a little shady this year, I should wear them. Here's the deal. I am going to read you a post submitted by a summoner. Now, their goal was to highlight a profile or two that had all the champions from the Greater Gifting Crystals. I made a video about a level 37 account that was just right underneath. In this case, it is a level 30 account. I don't like to call out random accounts, though. I don't think that's very classy, so I refuse to show that part of the message. But I did want to read the message from this subscriber and let you know what was said. Hey, Prof, I know this isn't something you would usually make a video about, but I find it makes me so absurdly angry that I would love for you to make a video sharing your thoughts. I am currently in the UMCOC Discord server and came across a level 30 player who has a 6-star Human Torch, a 5-star Apocalypse, 5-star Red Mags, 5-star Captain America Infinity War, and so much more. He hasn't even completed Act 4 and was able to purchase the 10 Greater Gifting Crystal Bundle for, he said $40. I still think it was $50, right? I mean, it was $50 for everybody. I don't think you get a discount for being level 30. So we're going to say $50 at level 20. He purchased it twice and didn't even know the gifting event existed. It makes me so, again, strong words, incredibly angry that someone with so little knowledge of the game and so little experience is able to purchase these game-changing, overpowered offers. Kabam are really showing that they made the gifting restrictions to stop alt accounts, but still have complete intentions of giving away overpowered champs to new players in exchange for money. I thought the point of games was to pay, not play. Below, I have attached images of the player's roster. Again, I'm not showing that. Thank you, and please consider making a video on this from an angry summoner. Now, Kabam is a for-profit company, and so if they want to offer game-changing, game-breaking deals to whoever, it is their legal right. It does feel like it's mixed messaging to say that we want to have certain gate restrictions for players, like, the account has to be created before November, level 40, Conqueror, etc., but still give people who are 20 levels under that a chance to buy the Greater Gifting Crystals. Really, it's the greatest $100 ever spent in the game. If every one of those accounts bought both deals last Monday and this Monday, they would be giving themselves years in advance worth of rare items, crystal shards, etc., worth of opportunities. We don't see anything like this close to, say you're a Conqueror player and you want to buy the Cyber Weekend deals or the July 4th weekend deals, or maybe even the spring cleaning deals that are now part of the rotation of the game. We don't see that anymore. So basically, these Conqueror players, actually not even Conqueror players, these proven players, these just regular summoners, were able to be Cavalier or Thronebreaker type players for 2 days, depending on if they bought one or both of the Monday offers. That's kind of genius from Kabam, because why would you not purchase this? However, it does send mixed messages about Kabam's priorities to make the Greater Gifting Crystal specifically into the hands of players who've been around the game for a while and have progressed. I don't think I am as angry as this guy because I'm just not surprised. And if I was Kabam and I thought of it and I knew I could make thousands of dollars, because keep in mind, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars, the gifting event has never had a progression tier to it because they want to make money off of as many people as possible. It's got to be like the revenue ending plan for Kabam, and rightfully so. And so by restricting it this year, they knew that everybody who didn't match the criteria to do the gifting event was not going to take part in the offers, and so they came up with this new system to get those players to still spend money. What I also have to say about this concept is that even though these are the best greater gifting crystals we've ever seen, and every year, of course, they get better and better because 6 stars aren't as rare as they were last year, tier 5 class catalyst aren't as rare as last year, etc. It's worth noting that you could make the argument every year about the gifting event that this summoner's arguing now, that players at the bottom of the progression level that have access to these greater gifting crystals are going to advance their accounts in ways that they never ever could have dreamt of normally. But that's just the whole point of the gifting event. It benefits the most the people at the bottom who don't normally get to even buy 5-star crystals and now suddenly can easily pull a 5-star or featured 5-star or whatever for the equivalent of 300 units. And in this case, it's far less than that because it was $50 cash for 10 greater gifting crystals. This also makes sense as to why I had originally thought, well, if Kabam wanted to do this, why not just give half off for 1 Odin? Well, that's because they're targeting players who don't get to gift. And if that's the case, yeah, it makes perfect sense to put the items in the offer instead of to just discount units for trading purposes. I'm not angry. I get that it's mixed messaging, but I'm also not against Kabam in this case because they're a for-profit company that found a loophole in their own rules. And we should all know by now, if Kabam is going to find a loophole in their own rules that is going to get them more money, they're going to do it. And that's just not exclusive to Kabam. I'm sure that's what any major gaming profit company would do. I do think that it was a bit surprising to see a second offer pop up. And that's why when I was doing my video yesterday, I thought, that's interesting. They must have made a killing off of the first round, so why not do a second round? I can't imagine they'll do a third round next Monday, but stay tuned. In the meantime, I would love to hear your thoughts and feedback on this. If you are just as angry as the subscriber who messaged me, by all means, put that in the comments. If you could care less either way, put that in the comments. If you agree with me that this is just the nature of the gifting event and has been going on every year far before this year, which is pretty much my takeaway from this video, then you can put that too. If you have a different opinion that's not agreeable with any of those three, I'd love to read that too. Either way, let's discuss this as a community. And as always, I love to make these kind of videos because Kabam may not love all the angles that are being discussed because they wouldn't want it to be promoted on their forums, but this isn't their forum, so they can't stop it, and that makes me very happy.